Ever wondered why some people manage to win every argument or get their point across effortlessly? Well, it's not magic. It's a skill, a talent, and an art all rolled into one. It's the power of communication. Communication in its simplest form is about sending and receiving messages. But it's more than just a game of ping-pong with words. It's the lifeblood of human interaction, the bridge that connects us. It's in the way we express our thoughts, share our dreams, and negotiate our realities. It's in the way we shape our relationships and the world around us. Every day we communicate. From the mundane good mornings and how are yous, to the heartfelt I love yous, and the critical boardroom discussions. But have you ever stopped to think about the weight of your words? The influence of your tone, the impact of your body language? That's where the power of communication comes into play. Effective communication is a game changer. It's about clarity, conciseness, and connection. It's about listening, understanding, and responding. It's about being assertive without being aggressive, being empathetic without losing objectivity. It's about knowing when to speak, what to say, and how to say it. Imagine how your life could transform if you could communicate effectively. You could enhance your relationships, turning arguments into conversations and misunderstandings into understanding. You could improve your problem-solving abilities, turning conflicts into opportunities and confusion into clarity. You could boost your confidence, turning hesitations into assertions and doubts into decisions. But here's the catch. Effective communication is not a gift bestowed upon a lucky few. It's a skill that can be learned, practiced, and perfected. It's an art that can be mastered. So whether you are a seasoned professional navigating the corporate labyrinth, a fresh graduate stepping into the job market, a parent trying to connect with your child, or a friend trying to understand a friend, remember this: the power of communication is in your hands. Indeed, communication is not just about talking, but it's an art that can be mastered. So what is this art of effective communication that we're talking about? Effective communication is more than just exchanging information. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind that information. It's not just about speaking or writing clearly, but also about being a good listener. It's a two-way street, you see. At the heart of effective communication is active listening. This means fully focusing on the speaker, avoiding interruptions, and responding thoughtfully. It's not about waiting for your turn to talk, but rather absorbing and reflecting on what's being said. Because in the end, communication is as much about understanding as it is about being understood. Now let's delve into the key elements of effective communication, 7 C's if you will. First, we have clarity. Clarity of thought and clarity of expression. Avoid jargon and use simple, straightforward language. Your goal is to convey your message in the least complicated way possible. Next is conciseness. Time is an expensive commodity these days and nobody wants to waste it. Get straight to the point and keep your message brief. Then we have concreteness. Be specific, be direct, avoid ambiguity. The more concrete and precise your message, the less likely it is to be misunderstood. This brings us to correctness. Always double-check your facts, figures, and words. Your credibility is at stake after all. Next up is coherence. Ensure your ideas connect and flow smoothly. A well-organized message is easier to understand and remember. Then there's completeness. Provide all necessary information. Answer all questions before they're asked. This minimizes confusion and increases trust. Finally, courtesy. Respect goes a long way in any form of communication. Be considerate, be polite. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Remember, effective communication is about understanding and being understood. But what if I told you that words are not the only tools at your disposal? In the art of effective communication, nonverbal cues play a significant role. They are like the invisible ink that fills the spaces between our words, adding depth and meaning to our messages. Consider body language. The way we stand, our gestures, even the direction we face when we speak, all send powerful signals. They can express openness, confidence, or discomfort, often more convincingly than words. Facial expressions are another form of nonverbal communication. A smile can convey warmth and approachability, while a frown might signal disapproval or confusion. Then there's tone of voice. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that matters. A soft tone can express empathy, while a loud, fast-paced voice could indicate excitement or urgency. So the next time you communicate, remember to speak not just with your words, but also with your body. But why is it that despite our best intentions, communication often fails? The path to effective communication is often littered with various barriers that can distort the message or even prevent it from reaching its intended recipient. Let's discuss some of these barriers to help you navigate your way towards clearer, more effective communication. First up is noise. And no, we're not just talking about the loud chatter in a crowded room. Noise, in the context of communication, refers to anything that interferes with the clear transmission of your message. It could be literal noise, like a blaring television, or it could be something more abstract, like a poor internet connection during a video call. To overcome this, ensure you're communicating in a conducive environment and that your means of communication is reliable. Next is distractions. These are the intrusive thoughts or external stimuli that divert the attention of the communicator or the receiver. You might be trying to explain something important, but if your listener is engrossed in their phone, they're unlikely to absorb your message. To tackle distractions, it's essential to encourage active listening and engagement from both parties involved. Thirdly, we have language differences. The world is a melting pot of cultures and languages, and it's not uncommon for misunderstandings to arise due to language barriers. It's important to use simple, clear language, and to be patient and understanding when communicating with someone who speaks a different language. Last but certainly not least, we have emotional barriers. Prejudices, negative emotions, or past experiences can cloud our judgment and interpretation of messages. Thus, it's crucial to approach each conversation with an open mind, setting aside personal biases and focusing on the message at hand. So what does all this mean? It means that while communication may seem straightforward, it's a complex process with many potential pitfalls. But don't be discouraged. By acknowledging and understanding these barriers, you're already one step ahead in your journey towards effective communication. Overcoming these barriers is the first step towards mastering the art of effective communication. So, how can one become an effective communicator? Let's start with the first tip: practicing active listening. Active listening is all about fully focusing on the speaker, not just hearing their words, but also understanding their message and emotions. It's about putting aside personal biases and truly empathizing with the speaker. Think of it as a way of saying, "I am here, I am listening, I value what you're saying." Next, being clear and concise is equally important. Effective communication is not about using big words or complex sentences. It's about delivering your message in the simplest and most understandable way possible. Remember, your goal is to be understood, not to impress. So avoid jargon, be direct, and get to the point. Let's not forget the role of body language. Positive body language can make a world of difference in how your message is received. So maintain eye contact, use natural gestures, and show open body posture. These nonverbal cues can help establish rapport, express your feelings more accurately, and make the other person feel more comfortable and engaged. Lastly, giving and receiving feedback constructively is a vital part of effective communication. When giving feedback, be specific, be timely, and focus on the behavior, not the person. When receiving feedback, listen with an open mind, ask for clarification if needed, and consider it as a learning opportunity rather than a personal attack. Remember, effective communication is a skill that can be developed with practice. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. Keep practicing, keep learning, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. After all, mistakes are our best teachers. By incorporating these tips into your daily interactions, you can become a master of effective communication. So you may ask, why bother with all this? What's in it for me? Well, the benefits of effective communication are far-reaching and transformative. Imagine navigating your relationships with ease, understanding, and mutual respect. That's the power of effective communication. It helps us forge stronger bonds, resolve conflicts, and establish a deeper connection with the people around us. Now, let's shift focus to your professional life. Here, effective communication often spells the difference between success and failure. It's the key to leading teams, managing projects, and fostering a positive work environment. It's about making your ideas heard, respected, and implemented. And let's not forget about the boost in self-confidence. When you communicate effectively, you understand and express yourself better. This self-assuredness helps you tackle challenges in your stride and seize opportunities that come your way. Master the art of communication and you master the world. You're not just learning a skill, you're unlocking a powerful tool for life. Knowledge Workspace.